Welcome back to Sharmaland Chess. Today, we're going to look at one of the most famous and beautiful traps in chess history, Legal's Mate, also called Legal's Trap. This trap shows how you can sacrifice your queen and still checkmate your opponent in just a few moves. It's a masterpiece that teaches the importance of piece development, the dangers of greed, and the beauty of tactical combinations. So let's dive in move by move. Move 1, e4. White begins with pawn to e4, the most classical opening move in chess. It controls the center, opens lines for the queen and bishop, and sets the stage for rapid development. This is the starting point of countless traps, including Legal's. Move 1, black replies with e5. Black responds symmetrically with pawn to e5, also claiming the center. So far, both sides are following opening principles. Move 2, white plays knight f3. White develops the knight to f3, attacking black's pawn on e5. This is not just development, it's immediate pressure on black. Already, black has to defend carefully. Second move, black replies with knight c6. Black brings out the knight to c6, protecting the pawn on e5. So both players have developed a knight and fought for central control. Very standard so far. Move 3, white plays bishop c4. Now white plays bishop to c4. This is the hallmark of the Italian game. The bishop targets the weak f7 square, which is often the Achilles heel of black's position, since it's defended only by the king. This bishop will soon become a deadly attacker. Move 3, black replies with d6. Black plays pawn to d6, reinforcing the e5 pawn but slightly blocking in their dark-squared bishop. This is known as the Paris defense. It looks solid but is a little passive. Move 4, white plays knight c3. White continues development with knight to c3. Now white has 2 knights and a bishop developed, all aiming toward the center and kingside. This kind of rapid development is the key to executing traps. Move 4, bishop g4. Here where the trap begins. Black plays bishop to g4, pinning white's knight on f3 to the queen on d1. At first, this looks annoying for white, but it's actually a mistake that sets up Legal's trap. Move 5, white plays h3. White pushes the pawn to h3, asking the black bishop, "Do you really want to stay here?" This move is important, because without it, if white tries to sacrifice right away, black has a defense. So h3 is a preparation move. Move 5, black replies with bishop h5. Black retreats to h5, keeping the pin. But this is where the trouble starts. Instead, black should have taken on f3 or developed another piece. By playing bishop h5, they walk right into white's trap. Move 6, knight takes e5. And here comes the shocker. White sacrifices the knight with knight takes e5. At first glance, this looks crazy. The queen is hanging. But white has a brilliant idea behind this sacrifice. Move 6, black replies with bishop takes d1. Greedy black falls into the trap and captures the queen with bishop takes d1. They think they've won white's most powerful piece. But this move is the fatal mistake. Because now checkmate is coming. Move 7, white plays bishop takes f7 check. White strikes immediately with bishop takes f7 check. The king has to move, and black's position is collapsing. If the king goes to e7, watch what happens next. Move 7, king e7. Black steps forward with the king to e7, the only move to escape check. But now the final blow is ready. Move 8, knight d5 checkmate. And boom, knight to d5 is checkmate. This is Legal's mate. The knight and bishop work together perfectly. The knight covers c7, e7, and f6, while the bishop controls e6. The black king is trapped in the center with no escape. And the queen's sacrifice was the bait that made this all possible. This trap is so instructive because it teaches multiple lessons. 1. Don't get greedy with material if it costs you king's safety. 2. Development and peace activity are far more important than winning a queen in the opening. 3. Always be careful when your opponent sacrifices something. It usually hides a deadly tactic. Now some of you may ask, what if black doesn't fall for it? If instead of bishop takes d1, black plays d takes e5 or knight takes e5, white doesn't win immediately but still gets a good position with threats on f7. So the trap works against careless players, but strong players will know how to avoid it. So that's the legendary Legal's trap. A queen sacrifice, a beautiful checkmate, and a timeless lesson in chess tactics. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And tell me in the comments, have you ever caught someone with Legal's mate in your own games? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.